So in previous webinars, we've touched on the importance of generating traffic to your website, obviously, and we've talked about some different ways to go about doing that, both organically as well as through online advertising. But we've never really done a deep dive into remarketing, which is a very cost-effective way of getting your website out in front of more people, staying top of mind. It's not too complicated, actually, and even if you're unfamiliar with the term remarketing, we've all received remarketing ads. We've all been on the receiving end of it. So we'll do a little bit of an introduction here. This will be part one, going into remarketing ads. In an upcoming webinar, we'll go a little further in depth in part two. But in this initial part, we'll kind of cover the basics of what remarketing ads are, why it's important, how they differ from traditional online advertising, things like that. Hopefully it'll get some gears turning, and then we can go more in depth in part two.
I just want to preface this by saying, if you're not familiar with remarketing ads, I would recommend really paying attention here. It's basically going to bridge and fill the gaps with your marketing efforts. So if you're doing social media marketing, if you're doing Google pay for ads marketing or whatever it might be, Facebook ads, if you're not doing remarketing, this is really going to bridge the gap between all your marketing efforts and continuously marketing to people who have visited your website. But I don't want to give too much away. I'll pass it over to you, Dave.
Thank you. So what is remarketing? Essentially, it boils down to targeted advertising. We're going to be showing ads to people who have actually already visited our website. So they might have come to our website through a social media post, or maybe they found our site organically in Google. Either way, it's people who have already visited our website and in some way have interacted on our website. Maybe they visited a specific web page or something like that. And the real benefit here is that it reinforces engagement. We're re-engaging these prospective customers, whether it's just a general user or maybe it's a professional who might want to register as a member and create a listing on our website. We're re-engaging these people who have already shown some form of interest in whatever it is our website is offering. And we know they've shown some form of interest because they've already visited our website. And we're going to be re-engaging them by displaying relevant ads to them in other places online as they're browsing the internet. And so that is a nice segue into the next slide here of how remarketing actually differs from just standard online advertising that we're all pretty used to, like getting a paid spot in Google search results or some display ads or something like that. So again, with remarketing, we have a specific targeted audience here where we're focusing on users who have already visited our website rather than just the standard keyword targeting like most of us at least are used to if we're going to be purchasing ads like in Google. This also provides us with an opportunity for personalized relevance. These remarketing ads, they can be, depending on how we want to go about creating them and the different audiences we want to set up, but they can be tailored to these website visitors' past behaviors. So like I mentioned previously, maybe they visited a specific web page on our site, and we want to show them an ad that's specific to that page that they already previously visited. And so this differs from our typical online marketing ads because those are just standard ads that we're kind of showing to anyone and everyone as long as they meet some form of criteria. Maybe they searched for a specific keyword in Google, and so our website is showing up as a paid spot in the Google search results. So this, we can get a little more personalized with the ads and really send them much more targeted messaging in the ads because we already know that they visited our website. And in some cases, we might know that they visited specific pages on our website. And also, as I mentioned, it's a much more cost-effective way of marketing online compared to standard advertising. With remarketing, it really is pennies on the dollar when compared to the standard online ads. Those might cost a few dollars per click, depending on the search volume and the other bidders on specific keywords, may go up to dozens of dollars per click actually. But because we're targeting users who have already shown interest and have already visited our website, it's much cheaper.
Yeah, and just to touch a bit about standard advertising. So if you're doing advertising on Facebook, you're probably targeting people based on their interests. They like a certain magazine or a certain topic, whatever it might be, cryptocurrency or what have you. With remarketing, you're basically targeting them because they visited your website already. So we know who they are and we know the pages they visited on our website, and then we can deliver ads that correspond to that information and that data that we have.
Yeah, and to really drive this point home, just a quick example explaining kind of in practice what a remarketing ad is. In one example, we can think of someone visiting a web page, say it's on a directory website where they have attorneys or lawyers listed in their directory. So someone visits that website, they do a search for attorneys in Dallas, Texas. And so they visit the search result page on that directory site for attorneys in Dallas. Then they can be presented with an ad, say on Facebook, asking if they still need a lawyer in Dallas, or if they are a lawyer, we can present them with an ad telling them that they can get listed and get their practice listed and displayed in our directory site. So that's just one example. Here are a couple other common examples that we've probably seen, especially when shopping for products online. It's the same exact concept. In this bottom example here, might be on Cole Haan's website searching for a pair of shoes, and then you get an ad on Facebook for the exact same pair of shoes. It's a remarketing ad. They know that we visited their website. They know that we were looking at that pair of shoes, but maybe we didn't purchase that pair of shoes yet. So then they give us an ad on Facebook reminding us that, hey, we looked at these shoes. Maybe we really do want them. Click here. We can buy them. And then here you can also see in this example, they're offering a 40% off discount code as well if you go back to purchase those shoes. And over on the right, just a different type of remarketing ad, but again, the same exact concept. This one from some sort of gym or a fitness center saying, we miss you, join the gym again and get the first month on us. As a previous customer, you can also enjoy a lower monthly fee. So they know that maybe in our online account on their website, we visited the cancellation page. We went through with canceling our membership. They know that. And so now on Facebook, they're showing us an ad specific to us because we've already canceled, saying, hey, come back and you can get a discount. So a few different examples, but these are all remarketing ads. And again, it boils down to ads being delivered to people who have already visited your website and in some cases maybe taken some sort of specific action or viewed a specific page.
Back in the day, I wondered why I was seeing ads from websites I visited, and I'm on another website like a blog, and I'm seeing the same product or offers that corresponded to something I was on yesterday. And when I learned about this, I'm like, oh, it's like magic almost. And there's something to be said about the frequency of seeing a brand or a product, and that compels you to make a purchasing decision or signing up for something. So really effective here once I learned about this years ago, and it's definitely something I'd recommend everyone doing. So we'll continue here with why remarketing is important.
Yeah, and there's really three main reasons why it's important, and then one overall benefit here. The first one is re-engaging interested visitors. We're bringing back visitors who have, again, previously showed interest but didn't convert. So didn't convert can mean a variety of things depending on what action we want our website visitors to take. Maybe it's submitting a lead. Maybe it's creating a membership account. It could be a variety of things, but we know that they visited our website. And so we're re-engaging them. We're retargeting them to display ads to try to bring them back to the website and complete that final piece of the puzzle that we want them to do, whatever that conversion would be. The second thing is brand awareness. Even if, say, we already have a website visitor who did convert, they became a member, we can still show them remarketing ads because that'll keep us top of mind with these people. It'll keep our website in front of them, top of mind. They'll always be reminded of our website, as if we can keep giving them constant ad exposure. It's not necessarily remarketing, but if you think of a Coca-Cola ad, we all know what Coca-Cola is, but they still advertise a lot simply to stay top of mind, to remind us that, hey, we're out here, you want something sweet, you want a refreshing beverage, grab a Coke. Similar concept there. The third benefit here is tailored messaging. Again, we can personalize these remarketing ads based on these website visitors' past interactions to encourage action. So that goes again to the previous example of the Cole Haan shoes, where they know we viewed a specific pair of shoes on their website, and now they're delivering an ad for that exact same pair of shoes to us over on Facebook. And the last benefit here, more overall, again, being really cost effective, boosted ROI, targeting these familiar users because we already know that they have some interest in what it is we're offering. That can lead to higher conversion rates and better returns on investment. One, because we're casting a smaller net here, people who have already visited our website, they're familiar with what we're offering, and it's much cheaper than bidding on just generic keywords that have many other competitors. So going into the basics here of how remarketing actually works, there's a few key platforms. It's the same online ad platforms that we'd probably be using anyway for just standard online marketing: Google, Bing, Meta. Of course, Meta has a few platforms that you can advertise on: Facebook, Instagram. You can also advertise within Facebook Messenger. I believe they just call it Messenger now since it's on Instagram as well. So those would be three of the largest key platforms that we can remarket on. And they'll give us a pixel code. It's just a short snippet of code that we can copy from Google, Bing, or Meta, and then we go ahead and paste it onto our website. That pixel code basically tracks when somebody has visited our website so that the ad platform knows who has been to our website, what pages they visited, and who hasn't. And so if we want to deliver remarketing ads to people who have visited our website, that's how the platform knows, is through that pixel code. After that, we can create different audiences or lists of website visitors. We can create just a generic list of website visitors, so anybody who comes to our website. But we can also get more granular in these ad platforms based on specific actions that these website visitors take. For example, if they visited the pricing page, we can target only those website visitors who visited the pricing page. Or again, in our previous example, maybe someone who visited a search result page for Dallas, Texas. We can deliver specific ads to those website visitors on these other platforms like Facebook, for example. And then the last thing here is actually creating these remarketing ads. So we want to deliver personalized ads on Google, Facebook, whatever platform it is we are displaying these remarketing ads on, that target the visitors within those custom audiences. And in this case, the ads really should compel users to click and then direct them over to landing pages that have some sort of offer or create some more interest with them that showcases our brand as an authority. Because again, with remarketing, we're targeting people who have, yes, already visited our website, but either we want to stay top of mind with them, or we really want to try to get them to come back to the website to convert. So that, again, that could mean submitting the lead form, creating a membership account, downloading an ebook, whatever it is we want them to do. So this is kind of the basics here of how remarketing ads would work from start to finish.
I think this is what we're going to cover in a part 2 here, is just the basics of setting up a pixel code, having your audience lists, and then creating ads that can be delivered to those audience lists. So in this part 1, we're just doing kind of like a surface level overview, but this is really amazing stuff because we put so much effort in bringing traffic to our site. And if you're not doing remarketing ads, most people leave websites. They just do. You know, they're just checking in. They're just exploring. You know, they're not ready to make a decision one way or the other. So with remarketing ads, we can have brand awareness for 90 days, 120 days, and longer. If we wanted to, and done tastefully, we can really bring people back to our site. It can work better than search engine optimization waiting to rank in Google, and it's cheaper than intent advertising like PPC and things for that, because again, it's tailored marketing to smaller lists of people who have already visited our websites.
Yeah, and that's a great segue actually into this first bullet point here. What happens if we're not utilizing remarketing ads? Well, the biggest thing is a potential loss of conversions. We risk losing those potential conversions from people who did show some sort of initial interest because they visited our website for whatever reason, but they didn't take a specific action that we want them to take. So by presenting them with remarketing ads, we can try to get them to revisit our website and take whatever action it is we want them to take. Same thing with missed engagement opportunities. We really do want to re-engage with our users. If we don't, that can result in lost opportunities. And we really want to foster ongoing relationships and loyalty. So again, going back to one of our previous points, even if somebody already is a member and that's the only type of conversion we wanted from them, we still want to show them some remarketing ads to stay top of mind, whether it's just presenting them with ads for content on our website, maybe some new articles or something like that. We still want to present them with remarketing ads to stay top of mind, get them clicking on those ads and coming back to our website rather than just hoping that they remember and come back whenever we eventually pop into their minds. We kind of want to be proactive there and stay top of mind with remarketing ads. And the last thing here, decreased brand recall, similar to staying top of mind. We just want to have that consistent exposure to make sure that our users, whether they're members already or not, never forget our website. And if we don't do that, there is always the potential, especially if we're not, charging a membership fee or something like that, that eventually they just forget about our website. That results in reduced brand awareness and engagement. So really here, the key things are staying top of mind, fostering ongoing relationships and loyalty with both converted and unconverted website visitors, and most importantly, grabbing those conversions and getting people to take those specific actions that we want them to, whether it's submitting a lead form, downloading an ebook and giving us their email address, or creating a membership account. And so what we'll be covering in part 2, this was kind of just the appetizer course. Hopefully it wet your whistles. Hopefully it got some gears turning on how you can utilize remarketing ads. It's much simpler than it really does sound. But in part 2, we'll be diving into really some of the more technical aspects of remarketing. So we'll be going through how to actually set up some remarketing ad campaigns. We'll go over the popular ad platforms, again, Bing, Google, of course, Meta with Facebook, Messenger, and Instagram, where to place the pixel code on your website. Again, it's just a short snippet of code that they provide, and we just copy and paste it onto our website. Same thing like with Google Analytics snippet. And then also what kind of remarketing audience lists we can create. And then going into the remarketing ads, we'll cover some ideas and some examples of ads that you can use specifically for directory and membership websites. And then also what sort of ad destination pages you'll want to include. So those would be the landing pages that we're sending people to when they click on the remarketing ads. There's some specific key elements that we want to include on those landing pages. We've done a webinar actually on how to optimize landing pages. And the same concept would apply here. We want some specific calls to action, keep it relatively simple, things like that.
Awesome. Thank you, David. Super informative. Again, just surface level information, kind of like you said, an appetizer to what remarketing is. But I'm a huge advocate for remarketing ads. It really bridges the gap between all the marketing efforts you do and then continuously reaching out to people after they visited your site.